Good morning and welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills. This is Brock Shimano. Today is July 25th and the markets are rallying here after a couple days of selling. We have December corn trading up 11 3/4, beans up 47, wheat up 26, and Kansas City wheat up 24 1/4. Brock, what is going on in the market and what are you seeing across the newswire?
You know, we did see a few headlines come across the newswire this morning, Cody. We saw Wheat Quality Council spring wheat tour is actually underway right now in North Dakota and Minnesota. They're reporting about 42.9 bushels per acre on their estimates right now. That would be up 9% from last year. They're also saying that the wheat crop is about 2 weeks ahead of schedule on their harvest rate. So that's something that's going to be pressuring a little bit on the Minneapolis Wheat Exchange traded contracts.
Yeah, and one thing, I think we're going to see this a couple more times in the couple days to come here. We'll see this come across the newswires, but I think we need to focus here. What are the main drivers for wheat right now? And I think one of the main drivers here is corn. I mean, they're following corn around because it is a substitute, and corn is really where the serious supply concerns rests. Also, for wheat, we also have some global supply concerns. We have some drought in other countries as well. You know, Russian wheat, we have some concerns there, and also in Europe. So pay close attention to the supply concerns in other countries. I think the U.S. crop is mostly made.
The second item I saw this morning of concern is that the Smithfield Foods, one of the nation's largest pork producers, was actually planning on importing Brazilian corn starting here shortly.
Yeah, I think this is an important newswire to follow, and make sure you pay attention to any other announcements like this, because it would give credence to the fact that it's economically viable to import corn from South America. I think that we're going to have to pay close attention, make sure it happens again. We have seen this happen, and it hasn't boded well for prices. This is a clear sign of rationing. The eastern feeders, they may bring some corn in from South America, but typically it's during the South American harvest when prices are lower down there. But this is actually happening during our harvest. So pay close attention. This is a serious news story.
I think something driving that import prospects is the dollar index has been very strong lately. It's up to a 2-year high yesterday. We've pulled back a little bit today, but I think that's something that we will have to pay attention to moving forward. How is the dollar index going to be affecting imports coming into the country?
Absolutely. Shipping is also pretty low right now, and that could help drive imports into the U.S.
The third item I saw is that the Energy Information Administration reported that ethanol production was down 6,000 barrels per day, down to 796,000 barrels per day, which is an all-time low since they've been reporting in June 2010.
Yeah, another sign of demand rationing. And I think this whole ethanol story is going to be a big political event on the horizon as the whole U.S. population sees that prices for food may start to increase significantly. I think this may become a political issue. Right now, an example of that, Senator Ben Cardin from Maryland introduced a bill to waive RFS, which is Renewable Fuel Standards, when corn inventories are low. I don't know if this is going to get much traction, but the point is this is going to be a political issue, and like I said, we're going to have to pay close attention going forward. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we're back, we're going to talk about the technical landscape for corn, soybeans, and wheat, and we'll see you in a short bit.
GrainHedge is more than just futures trading. Clients receive our cash grain optimizer showing spot and forward bids within 200 miles of your farm. We take into account your trucking costs to find your best selling opportunity. We provide in-depth basis mapping, historical basis and cash price charting. Every day we show you your best price and if it meets your profit goals. Contact GrainHedge today to get started.
Welcome back to GrainTV. Well, Cody, we've gotten away from looking at the technical landscape over the last several weeks as we've been in a strong uptrend, but we're going to turn our attention back to the technicals after a couple of interesting developments have occurred over the last couple of days. Let's jump right into FireTip trading software for the live quotes and the charting that is available to all of our clients here at GrainHedge. If you want to do some charting or have done some charting in the past, you can grab a hold of FireTip trading software. You can actually compare to what other analysts are saying and actually build your own charts as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get right in here and let's take a look at soybeans. We've been in such a strong uptrend here in soybeans that sometimes, the technicals they're difficult because you're going straight up. But oftentimes we look to the charts to find key price levels when we start retracing, when we start selling off from the highs. Now, one of the better indicators to use in a strong uptrend is a moving average. It oftentimes provides support. You've probably seen us use it a number of times on the show here when it comes to beans. But you'll notice here, if we zoom in, we have a 20-day moving average here, and it really did provide some support for soybeans yesterday. I'm going to zoom back out and show you another tool that you can use. It's the Fibonacci retracements. Here it's very easy on the FireTip platform just to go up and draw Fibonacci retracements. When you're using Fibonacci retracements, you draw it from the low point, the beginning of the rally, to the high. And what you get is a 38, a 50, and a 60% retracement. And you'll notice here that right around this 1520 mark is one of these retracement lines, and oftentimes when you get a rally, you'll get a little bit of a pullback either to the 38, the 50, or the 60. Those just signify some important levels to pay attention to. So you'll notice it worked here pretty well for soybeans. If you look at wheat, we also had the 20-day moving average seemed to show some good support here for wheat, and for corn, just such a strong market here for corn. That's really where all the supply concern is. It didn't even get back to that level before it snapped back and moved back closer to the highs, now trading at 798 for the September contract. So those are just some tools here you can use on FireTip trading platform. They're the same tools that we use as analysts and brokers here at GrainHedge. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. We'll see you tomorrow for the export sales report.